Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Unpopular Review.
Thank you all for clicking on our faces.
Blue flag with all that.
Okay, so I wrote down some notes.
Shots do that. I don't want to sit too hard. That's twice. That'll probably go over about as well as Colonel Dippy.
Because there was no Jay White side.
Okay, just straight up gangbanging. This story has been fit. You gotta pay attention.
So Unpopular Review does not. What is she the CEO of, Chris? Jesus God.
As my man Jack would say, it is time. Challenging Times After Show MTV, the Challenge Battle of the Eras, episode 7. We are here. We are back. We are live. I don't know if that was episode 7 or not, though. Was that 7? I think that was 7.
Can you believe we're at episode 7?
I think it's 10.
Now?
We're at 10 now.
We're at 10?
Even 10. Yeah.
I don't feel like I've been here that long.
I'm so serious.
I don't feel like I've been here that
Time
long,
flies
ladies.
when you're having fun.
What's going on, everybody out there? I am one of your hosts, Mike Knoxxx, and I'm always joined by these two lovely ladies up here. We got Captain Shay Sawyer, which I respect your name now, and Cactus Catie as well to the program. Inside, I have to know where the Sawyer name comes from, though, but you know, I sent you my message about One Tree Hill. I'll let that, we'll talk about that a little time later, but we're here to talk the challenge. Say what's going on. Missed your girls last week.
Oh my goodness. I was able to watch last week. Casey, I have something to say about Casey, and then I'm gonna let you guys comment because I was laughing so much because she assumed that she had a in-game relationship with Rachel just because Rachel was friends with Josh, even though Casey never had any conversations with Rachel. That is such a blunder for someone to be a champion and to make a blunder like that, just to assume. Like, you have to have conversation with everyone. You can't assume that someone has your back. What do you guys think?
I was not able to watch the full episode last week. I was quite ill and ended up in the emergency room, but I found out it was nothing too serious. It was just a strained chest muscle. Thank God. I know. It's very odd, but I'm glad a very quick fix. But I did see a lot of the drama aftermath on social media, and Casey and Nani were happy, and they were ready for the rest of their vacation alliance to come home so they could all go on a vacation together. So I kind of figured that Casey had gone home.
Well, I hated it because seriously, right? Because like even this week, right? We got at the end of the show, well, you know, my dad was in Vietnam. My dad was in Vietnam. Blah 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 blah. Vietnam. You know. So then Casey, they do all that with her and her mom. You know, and you're thinking,
Yeah.
okay. Then she goes out there and she lays a rubber ducky. You know, it was a sad episode. But you know, talking about the Vacation Alliance, what annoyed me this episode was LOL and Bananas Angels. I mean, Jesus. I mean, we got the Trio of Destiny around here. We got Team No Ma'am. You know what I'm saying? Two
The
girls and a
LOLs,
Knox.
yeah.
That's all. I'm gonna call it right now. 2 girls and a Knox. What's going on? Welcome to the 2 girls and a Knox show. I mean, that's how I feel when you. I mean, everybody got fancy nicknames. I just do that when I'm not a rapper. All right, you can tell because probably was not that intelligent or funny. But I had nothing else to go with it. But Casey, I see what you mean. I like you girls keep me involved during the week. Also, when you come across little things, you know, you'll get me a box. I'm like, okay, I didn't see that. Most of the time I didn't, but sometimes I do. So that was great. But yeah, Casey, and I like you, Devin. You're my homeboy. Mm-hmm. But I'm talking about your girlfriend today when we get to her in a second. Go ahead, Shay. Go ahead.
Right? Oh.
Yeah, I just feel like the challenge sometimes reminds me of wrestling, where it's like, I feel like right now in wrestling, there is a serious like group thing. Like everything is like some type of group here, there's a group here, group there, group everywhere. So I just feel like the challenge is kind of like that too, because it's one name, this name, the ladies of leisure. Clearly they are it's nothing leisure going on right now, but we'll get to that. So we start off and Ryan is upset because he is target and he has to actually possibly go into elimination and earn his keep here. So unfortunate for him, right?
Right.
Yep. Jenny is pissed that she is once again a target. I feel really bad for Jenny. She's really had to fight this entire season, just because she isn't aligned with that major group. She was like at the bottom of the totem pole with that super vacation alliance when it was teams. What are you guys' thoughts on Ryan and Jenny?
Jenny, I'm glad to see her back this season, but she just doesn't fit in as everyone else does. She's always gonna be not in that core alliance group of people as you think of the challenge. Great, she's a great competitor. Don't get me wrong. A little shocked with the one of the episodes back where she did so poorly. It's such a competitive challenge. So I mean, I like her. Her personality's great. She's funny. She's got her interviews are good, but she's just not one of my main people that I'm going to have at the top of my list.
Jenny, as we know, Jenny, hell of an athlete, right? I mean, she got more muscles in her arm than I have in my body, probably, right? And her calves, her legs, all her quads. I mean, Jenny is a specimen, but she cries so damn much. All she does is bitch and complain. I'm sorry. This is how I feel about this game. You go in, you go in.
Yeah.
Okay. Anissa made a name for herself by going in. Killer Cam made a name for herself by going in. You get picked because you're good. That's a badge of honor. We're the shit. And you're getting picked because you're part of the UK. And outside of Theo, even include Theo, no one cares about you mofos over here. No offense, UK fans watching across the pond. I love you. You know we know you love our hip hop, right? You know, hey, there it is, right? But no, Jenny got to go. Sorry about that one, Shay. Jenny got to go.
Oh my God! Not the UK just randomly getting a whacking. Oh my goodness! But you know, hey, I get it though. She is outnumbered, you know. We then move on, and it's a guys' day. I love it. I kind of love when it was
with a coin toss.
I love the coin toss idea.
Both sides. No, both sides said, "Man, that be lying to me."
They didn't show us the coin, so you're right. We have no proof. At least in the Super Bowl, they say, "See, this is a Buffalo nickel from 1947 with General Custer's cousin on it," right? And they don't get into that. We didn't get into that, so we don't know if that coin was what it was.
I'm telling you. So this challenge is basically they have to run back and forth 15 times to get these balls, put them into the little tube. Once they get them to the top, they then do a puzzle, a very simple puzzle. I'm sorry, I have to say this.
If you face it the right way.
Yes, exactly that. Basically, we kind of see a lot of people showing their weaknesses in this. Michelle, oh my God, Michelle, she got on my last nerve today. Like, oh, it's obvious I can't do this, and I'll never be able to do that. So why you came, girl? Why are you here if you feel like you already mentally are defeated in the game anyways? Why are you here taking up this spot?
She totally gave up. Right? She like that whole thing, a heat stroke. Get the fuck out of here. Who are you fooling? You had a heat stroke of missing some Devin down loving D. Is what it was, okay? Because he didn't say I'm going back to. He said I'm gonna be right over here waiting on you. Because Devin knows you ain't got that much time in the game left, right? So he's like, come bring me my what do you call it? They in Vietnam, right?
My shield.
Vietnam hoo-hoo. Yeah. Okay, that was fake as fuck, Michelle. Super fake, yo. Yeah. Like, oh my God. Because I thought if she, let me calm down because I'm gonna be nice and polite to women, okay? I got daughters, people, so don't get on me. I'm not picking on her. I'm just saying that was some fake shit, okay? If she had a panic attack, I could have respected that more. If you're going to freak out and fake it, have a panic attack. The world we live in today, we all go, damn, are you okay? Did you catch your breath? Did you have an inhaler? Whatever it is you need. But to say you had a fucking heat stroke?
And all I could think about when that happened was if you were there during War of the Worlds 2, you would never have survived episode 1.
And then she said this shit, right? It's like, no offense to some people inside of our chat, right? They'd be like, I suck. Why am I here? I don't help the program move along, so why am I here? I don't know. But that was Michelle. She's like, I've never played sports. I just came here to hang with my
Then why are you on the
friends.
challenge? Because we all know you are the most controversial winner of Survivor, still to this day.
Hold on.
And
Michelle won Survivor?
yes,
Get the fuck out of here.
that is one of the most controversial wins too. She's
So now I'm
known
definitely
for
gonna
that.
call bullshit about the heat stroke if you won Survivor, okay? Because you
100%.
look at Jordan, you go, Jordan like he should belong on Survivor right now. He no longer like he belongs in a challenge anymore. Jordan's all fucked up here. He already don't care about his hair. I
Oh.
put Jordan on Survivor. Him and Rachel both can fit in perfectly over there, okay? But Michelle won Survivor. She should be
Won it.
embarrassed. If I'm a Survivor person, what's the Survivor episode? We're like, remember that one, Shay? When they had the challenge bullshit and they all came out and ran to the finish line? That bullshit was one of those kind of Survivors where it was like super easy to win it that year. Okay.
Yeah.
Must have been. Yeah, I don't even.
God.
Yeah,
Hold on, I'm about to pass out from heat stroke, y'all.
I'm crying.
Shit, hold
No,
on.
yeah, I don't understand why she did that. And what annoyed me more is like, girl, it's not even a girl's day. It's not even a girl's day.
No.
You're throwing a tantrum.
why
at
are
someone
you
that's
losing it?
going home tonight, and you're making it about you. Like, oh my gosh.
Hmm.
Or listen,
She's a
Ryan,
mess.
I don't know what was going on with you in that puzzle. I really
I'd say what was
don't.
going on with her. Can y'all forgive me for saying this? That's what she was doing right there. She was like,
Mhm.
she was.
She is. She's always been that way. She's a mean girl, and she's a mean girl. Her and Laurel, I want to see competed out one day because,
Laura would make her cry.
yeah.
And I'm gonna wear pink next Wednesday because it's just a Wednesday. What else we got going on? Shit.
I cannot. So we
I
end
mean,
up
Rachel
with
McAdams is in that
Tori.
movie. You know how I feel about Rachel McAdams. No
I
offense.
love
Go ahead.
her.
I'm sorry.
She's beautiful too. Tori and Jordan, couple goals. I'm kidding. They end up winning the
Right?
daily. Yeah. And I'm starting to feel like towards the middle, now we're getting to the middle end of this season, and it feels like Tori's now becoming the main character of everything. Like everything is centered around her. And now that it's individual, Jordan can't hide behind a team. He's gonna win. And same with Tori. Tori has really rose to the top in terms of like those strong women competitors on the show. So seeing them win, I wasn't really too shocked. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like Tori's a beast. Like, and so is Jordan. We already know what Jordan. We already know. But
I mean, there's no stopping Jordan. I mean,
No.
I think they even mentioned it in the episode tonight. Like, this guy runs triathlons. I'm saying it wrong. I'm sorry. For
Because
fun.
it's a Tuesday.
Yeah, just because. I mean, this guy's not going to stop
Yeah.
for anything. And why they haven't taken him out yet, I'm not sure. Because guess what? This would have been, I mean, he wasn't up for elimination, but
Right.
this is the one you could have potentially beat him at.
But that's
Right.
why when we get to that later, I come back. I
Yeah.
circle back to that one as we circle the wagons.
Yes.
But this this daily, by the way, right, which consists of a lot of running back and forth, fill up
Yeah.
your ball tray, right, and then
Which-
it's a puzzle. It's pretty much a lot of running and puzzle at the end of it. And
But
as
the
we
funny
talked about
thing is-
earlier, seeing Ryan not be able to not turn the puzzle over. He's like, I got it checked. And they're like, no, you're wrong. Like, clearly, if you got the puzzle fixed and they tell you that it's wrong,
Something isn't right.
something should be flipped around, right? So, but
Yeah.
you were talking about the winners and in the circle, like Laurel's not winning. Laurel's not the same Laurel. Maria
No.
defeats herself, right? I think Tori's biggest competition is Jenny.
It's yourself. Yeah.
It's Jenny. It's Jenny. And she beats Jenny
That's
because she
it.
has more numbers than
And
Jenny.
Rachel,
Well, let me
too.
rephrase that. And Rachel. Rachel's still Rachel. Let's not, I don't want to,
Rachel's still in it.
right. I don't want to,
Yeah.
that woman, please. Okay.
Please.
But
Please.
the other girls, I think she's right when she says, we got these girls around here. We got these all-time girls. I want to be part of that. And this is her chance to do that. And you're right, Shay. This whole thing from last week to now this week, and I know we're about to talk about it in a second here, is centered around her. And I think, listen, I'm sorry, these last two episodes, girls, these have been the best two episodes to me, the past 2 weeks. They really have.
Yeah, I've enjoyed
Yeah.
that. Honestly. So they win and then they go to the club. I thought that they were going to do away with it just from seeing the amount of time, because it's basically about to be 9 when it happened. I was like, oh, they could just kind of go straight to elimination. But then seeing that go-kart, whatever they had, elimination, I don't even want to get into it. I feel like
I'm not gonna lie, stupid
for Ryan.
The Mario Karts. It does open up here next year in Orlando. So Mario World. So that's what they were on.
So they're in the club and they talk about how Bananas has his set of women that he is
Banana Angels.
Bananas Angels, another group. BA. And then you have Tori and Josh. But Josh is kind of trying to branch out with like Rachel and Naya and not really focus just on Tori. So Tori is now outsourcing. And I have to say, she perfectly transitioned from losing 2 members of the Vacation Alliance so well, making so many deals, solidifying so many relationships in that one club scene. Like, I was so impressed. Like, Tori has really stepped up this season with her like social game. Like, whoa, outside of her norm. I mean, what do you guys think about that?
I think Tori. I love Tori. I love Tori. I think I picked Cara Maria in the long run from episode 1, but Tori is my Jersey girl. We both vacation in Ocean City.
Go
She
Birds.
is all day. I mean, you know how many times I've seen her at an Eagles game? All the time last season, because she was best friends with Cox's wife. Fletcher Cox's wife, girlfriend, actually, not wife, but best friend. So full Philly fan there. But it was so nice to see her and Jordan respecting, the respect for each other. And he looked at her like, go for it. Like, there was no power trip there. He had full respect for her and her ability. And those two are a power couple, even if they aren't really together.
Mm-hmm. You said he looked at her, right? You ever see the movie Step Brothers?
Oh, yeah.
At one point, he looked at me and said, let's get it on. That's what he thought when he saw Tori in her power trip, because you're talking about the club scene, Tori? No, I was more impressed when they got back, okay? Yep. And she got the group of dudes, okay? And they're all like, because, hey, let's be real here, guys. I hate to make fun of us. Y'all a bunch of little bitches yourself, okay? I ain't going to sit here and say Michelle was acting like a little bitch. All you men in this episode, okay? Oh, yeah, whatever you want. Sure, because y'all punk asses outside of Corey and Devin do not have the balls to call Bananas in there. And that's why no matter how dumb Corey's political game is, I always kind of still want to see him win, because he's never been afraid from day one to go after the big guys in this house.
He never
and I
has.
think that's one of, and neither has Devin. And this is when Devin didn't even have the intestinal, fortitude or the endurance at this time. He's still drinking beer and smoking cigarettes on the show before he started taking it serious. So to see Tori rally these guys like, hey, y'all all owe me one for this, right? Because from the beginning, let's just say it now, they go down to deliberations, right? And this is like the easiest. Everything Banana said in the club, he went and did. I'm going to go in here and start some shit. It's going to be, fuck you, put me in, right? But they say, fuck you, pay me, okay? And to see Bananas against either. No, I'm sorry. I don't mean to make fun of people.
Of Ryan.
It was just no chance in hell that Bananas was, I mean, I can't say no chance. What? You're laughing at me, Shay. It was like a 97 percentile chance Bananas was not losing. So this is why also it was kind of a dumb move by Tori. Okay? Because he's not losing that. No. What if it had been a hall brawl? Right? Like,
but you know what? I was talking to my mom because she's here helping me while I recover, and I know, it was very nice, and she had to kind of explain the challenge to her while we were watching it, and I explained, that Bananas is still the leading title holder,
7,
and I'm 7. I'm pretty sure his contract is probably extensive, okay? And they ain't putting him in a hall brawl. He's too old to be put into a hall brawl.
Well, you see what Ryan said to him, though, when Ryan was on the little thing that he couldn't get the little engine going, which is kind of funny, ironic. But he's sitting there and he's like, he got other things to do. I ain't got nothing but this. Well, you play like you ain't have shit else either. Go ahead, Shay. I'm sorry. I went ahead and jumped the rope. I told you I can turn double dutch though. I can't jump it, but I can turn it.
I'm sorry, but what Johnny said when they were in deliberation was actually it gave me like Wes and Josh moment, because when he literally looked at Tori and said, chances of me coming back are pretty good, no offense, and looked at Ryan. I'm sorry, like, and Ryan just nothing, no rebuttal, like, yeah.
He said pretty fucking good. I'll do it for you, Shay. She's a lady. Okay. All right. That's okay. That's why she got Big Brother Mike here. Okay. Sure, you know. What you say? I got you. Okay. He said, I got a good fucking chance of coming back.
And that makes the difference between a competitor and then a wimp. Because if you're not going to go out there and give it your all and have the confidence that you are going to win it, you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah,
that's because the title says 9. I got to change that. Go ahead.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Everyone's going after Johnny, but if I'm honest, the best all-around competitor still in the game is Jordan, truthfully.
It's still Jordan.
Oh, absolutely.
Not going for him. It's so insane to me. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, what are you guys so insane?
Is it because his political game's so good?
I love that. Really? Hold on. No, Jordan or Bananas?
Yeah. Jordan is the best.
Jordan.
No, I think Jordan is. Go ahead, Shay. I'm sorry. I thought you go ahead.
No, it's fine. Yeah, I just I feel like Jordan is the all-around better competitor in the game. Like, Johnny is good. Like, don't get me wrong, but as a whole, I think Jordan is just good at everything. Like, Johnny has some drawbacks.
Yeah.
It's what he said, right? When him and Tori got it in the deliberation or whatever you want to call it, right? And he's like, I love her, but this is what I don't get involved in the challenge. And I always, y'all girls, you know, Shay, this is our 4th time doing the challenge now. I've always said, just get in there and do it. Why argue about it? I hate when I hear, oh, you're not my friend. No, you're friends sometimes, dog, because you're good. You got to go in that motherfucker, right? Depends on how you got your friend leveled up. Jordan never puts his friends in bad predicaments because he doesn't say anything. He very rarely says, okay, I'll owe you one, because he believes in his own ability to come in 1st or 2nd place. Damn sure knows he's not going to come in last ever. I don't think I've ever seen.
And no one wants to go against him.
I'm wrong. I don't think I've seen him ever come in last. Bananas has a reputation. Oh, damn, there go that word. He got a reputation, y'all. You know what that means? Okay, he got that Rachel thing going on. Sorry, I'm in my One Tree Hill bag right now. Right. So, but Johnny, he puts his own foot in his mouth, and then he also doesn't care. He's a reality TV star, so he knows what to do, and he has enough people to back him up too. He's always going to be a 50-50 ball, as they would call it. You know what I mean? He's a 50-50 guy. No matter what, you can just throw the ball up there as a receiver, and 50% of the time, Bonanza is going to come out on top. He's not going against CT with him on his back, right? He's not going against Jordan anywhere. He's just going to be that good. So
he's really good. I hated this elimination. Can I be honest? Like, this was so like, I just, anything else. I would have rather they did like a puzzle. Like, this was so very like Rye Playland,
childish.
Like, what is it?
Yeah,
very much childish. That's the word. There you go. That is the word. Childish. Like, what is this? I'm sorry. Let's drive around in a car and we gotta grab each other's tags. What is this? I'm sorry. I hated it.
It was tag. I can tell you what it is. So all the MC people out there watching, and thank you again for letting us be the #1 rated Twitter show here on Unpop Review Entertainment each and every single week. We see 125 of you guys are watching right now. We appreciate you. Come over to YouTube. Please like, follow, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification when we go live. You know we go live. We have a whole bunch of other shows here on Unpop Review Entertainment as well. But I think I could speak for the whole universe when I say this, Catie, Shay, you know, 2 girls and a Knoxxx. This elimination,
that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. There's no wonder you get D's and everything.
It was no reason for that elimination. It was when they said quads, I thought they were going to like push like on bikes or something. That'd have been better and more interesting than the
some kind of physical activity, right?
Something.
Yeah, but I guess it was in Ryan's benefit. You know, cards more on his side, but he couldn't even steer straight.
Ryan.
This is what I'm
First of all, how
saying.
they showed him, like you always get them the pose, like I'm ready to kick some ass pose, right? You know what I'm talking about, right, girl? I'm sorry.
Yeah, and they're like, well, there's something
that's
there.
why I just put my eyeliner on earlier, right? Because he got all dialed up, right? He's all hyped. He's like, yo, I got this. But he did not look like he had it at all. Okay? This is why you don't put, I get that she took a swing at it.
She did.
It was a bad, it was in baseball terms. It was a swing and a miss, strike 3, you're out, right? Like, I'm best friend. I'm sorry.
It's gonna set us up for next week, though.
She should have picked best friends going to each other. She should have picked best friends. She should have picked best friends.
Honestly, that would have been the ballsier move. It would have been the more ballsier move.
Yeah, I mean,
but
she didn't have any loyalties with Derek either, so it's like either way.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why she did that, because girl, you knew he was coming back.
Jordan manipulated her, and honestly, Jordan. I'm sorry.
You think Jordan wanted him to go in?
Of course. He said it. He said. I'm gonna make it like her. Like she made the decision, and then even Bananas peeps it and goes, "Oh, you think you're trying to play? This was on you too, right?" He goes, I know. And you hear Jordan convince him out. Yeah, go ahead and talk your shit. Ain't like you can put a target on me because I just won. So either way, we'll still be humming at the moon. You know what I mean? He might be a crescent wolf. I know Tori's a crescent wolf. Okay, and now I'm getting my originals on. I'm watching multiple things at one time right now. All right. So, but other than the elimination, this episode was so good. It was really, really good.
It was good.
Yeah, I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
I think the whole thing with Tori, when they announced that he couldn't pick her as one of the options, was for me one of the funniest moments to happen in challenge history. Like the way she was like, yeah, like it just cracked me up. Like, and then all of the women in the Ladies of Leisure being picked as targets, and then Johnny just going down the line. Oh my gosh.
And what was their justification? I missed that. For not letting her be a target, like
because she won.
Oh yeah.
When you win the daily, you can't be a target. So and that's,
right. But what about at the end? Can she be a target next week? Did they do that? I had to leave.
Yeah, if she loses, but as long as you keep winning, you can't be a target. And that's why Jordan was so confident. And no matter what Banana said, I'll fix it by the next day. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm telling you, he was like, oh yeah. Get Bananas out. He even said, if you got a chance to get somebody who's a 7-time winner, he's a GOAT.
Right.
Why not get I never, again, back to Corey, and I know people don't respect Corey, whatever, because he sometimes plays a really stupid game. He came in from the beginning saying, fuck Bananas, fuck Jordan, fuck, what's the guy who got sent home first? That cheated on his wife that long time ago. No, the tall guy. I can't stand him.
Oh, Tony.
Right, he came in from the rip, calling those guys out, and I've always someone who watched the show who just wishes I had the knees to do some of the things that they do. I'm just being, I couldn't do that shit.
Fair.
I can barely. I'm worse than Kevin Nash. Click, click, click. Not even a boom. Okay, and just I like that. This is the challenge. You gotta go for the best and the biggest and the best. And Jordan and Bananas are the biggest and the best. And of course, he wanted Bananas out. Why not?
Yeah,
that was horrible.
And honestly, the challenges is a crapshoot. Who would have thought? I mean, there was a good chance Ryan may have been able to pull that one off. I mean, he had a much better opportunity than he would have been at something physical.
He would have lost that against his boy also. Because
probably.
Glenn, that's his name, right? It's Glenn, right? Derek, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Not Derek. Who was also up for elimination? I forget people's name. It was Ryan.
Derek.
Okay.
Yeah.
Derek can go. Derek can go. All right. What I saw in All Stars, and I get that's the old people show. Okay. And even what I've seen on this show so far in a couple dailies, he goes. You know what I mean? So I don't think it'd have been such an easy task. I think no matter what, Ryan was gone.
Yeah,
okay.
I think it was just time.
It was just his time, and he might have beat Michelle, but that's about it.
Maybe.
And maybe Nia. Nia ain't got no heart either.
Yeah.
Nia's as big as Laurel and plays like what's his name? We said it last week before last. What's that?
I feel like
What's
she
that?
had more
What's
heart
damn?
back in the day when she was on what was it? X's 3. That was her last one before she returned. Like I feel like she had more like this time around Nia doesn't have that much
Nah.
She
What was his name? Was
doesn't.
it Derek?
She doesn't have someone.
What's the big black dude that played football that was always weak as shit?
Leroy?
No, at least Leroy gets the finals.
Yeah.
He played
Tyree. Are you talking about Tyree?
Oh, Tyrese.
Punk ass. Tyreek punk ass. That's
Mhm.
that's Ryan can beat Tyreek. Okay.
You really find a way. I promise.
He might have a chance against Tech. You know what I mean? Because Tech is always high. You know, and don't care.
Oh Lord, him.
Just what an episode, girls. I thought it was brilliant. I cannot wait to next week's episode. Everybody out there listening,
Only
guys,
a few more.
Make sure you tune in. Yeah. We have book review coming up this week with the girls here. The princesses. Is that their names? I don't know their name, but it's the Book of Princess review comes on here. We had Lois and Clark, or Superman and Lois, all the shows. You watch them, come back and champ. Husband and wife review. We got do we have an AEW review coming tonight?
We do.
We have for our wrestling fans. We got an AEW review coming up.
Last I checked, at least.
Shay, where can they catch you? Because girls, you know, you're the reason why everybody here anyway. We're just
absolutely.
You know.
Listen, I don't know. I just show up here. Not kidding. You can find me at Shay Sawyer was here on Instagram. I deleted my Twitter, so you cannot find me there because I hate that app. You can also find me on Twitch where I stream a bunch of different games. But right now, Dead by Daylight is my favorite, and it's just Shay Sawyer. And then you can catch me. Also, my podcast, the Big Pop Theory Podcast, a new episode dropped this Monday. It's on Spotify, all those podcasts. You know all of them. They're on there.
Awesome.
Yes. So definitely catch that. And I'll be back here for the Challenging Times After Show on Wednesday. Things amazing.
And you already know, at Mike Knoxxx everywhere, same on every platform there is. And I love Twitter. That's my favorite social media app, to truthfully be told with you. I know I hate the owner of it, but overall, it's still my favorite place to go get my news and information. And also hear the Mike Knoxxx show here on Unpopular Review Wrestling, as well as the Husband and Wife Review show here on Unpopular Review, only before we go here live on the channel. So for the two beautiful ladies above me and myself, Mike Knoxxx, y'all, we'll see y'all next week. Same challenge time. When it's over, we'll be back next week. Peace.